Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In today's video, I'm going to be tracking expenses on my credit card from the 5th of June through the 10th of June. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having an amazing June so far, getting ready for the official start of summer. I'm just going to update or adjust my lighting. Hopefully it looks clear. We ended at the last session at 12 with a balance of 1212 on this card because we've been paying bills and been spending like regular and a little irregular. One of the ways I'm trying to help myself get better with using this card a little bit more responsibly is to work on my mindset. So before we get started, I'm sharing this book. I picked it up from my library, this Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover. This is actually helping me. I am not against credit card using, because at this point where we are in our journey, that credit card is a great benefit to us if we use it responsibly. And we have the money to pay this off, but we're being a little bit more strategic with how we're using this credit card. And if you keep watching, instead of me just like running off at the mouth, telling you all the things that we're trying to do, I'm just going to show you by my example. This is why I walk through my expenses the way I do, because I feel like it can help someone else who's struggling with overspending or struggling with the simple act of tracking all of the expenses to see what's going on and what's happening. Because we have our goal, and our goal is generational wealth. Our goal is financial freedom. The only way we're going to do that is if we keep our debts low to none, or none to low. And I think by doing this every week, it's helping me to stay focused and to see realistically what's happening. Because if I could just ignore it like I did years ago and put myself into a very deep hole, but I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going to keep focused on it, because if we want to reach our goals, we have to see where our money is going. So, because if it's not going towards our goals and we don't have enough to go towards buying that house, saving for the down payment, buying the car in cash, fully funding an emergency fund, or getting ahead of bills 1 month, 2 months. If our money is not, if we don't have money available for that, we got to track it to see where is it really going, right? That just makes sense to me. And I'm sorry I talked a lot, but that's where we are. We were at 1212, and I'm going to start tracking as of the 5th because the 4th was a no spend day. So I did write that into my calendar. The 4th was a no spend day, which I'm super excited about. All right. So I have my spreadsheet up on my computer. So I'm going to track that, compare it with my statement. I lost my train of thought there, like I had a brain fart. And I'm going to check it to make sure all of the numbers are making sense. So on the 5th is where we're starting. The first charge on that day was at Starbucks for $23.62. So I needed to get my little ones out of the house. And because of that, it cost me some money, basically. A miscellaneous expense because it wasn't planned for ahead of time. So Starbucks. And that was eating out. We basically had brownies and cake pops, and they had apple juice. So that was, and my oldest didn't want Starbucks. He's going through his teenage hormonal phase. So he didn't want Starbucks that day. So it was just me and the 2 younger boys. So then we spent $23.62. Then again on the 5th, the next charge that we have is from Amazon, and it was for $29.99. We bought Super Mario Bros. From Amazon Prime, and they've watched it about 6 times already. So it was a movie, but I'm going to put Super Mario because all of them love Super Mario. So that was a fun movie night that we had. Nope, I skipped something. I skipped something. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. I skipped something. I'm going to write Amazon Prime here, or Amazon. I sent a gift of $10, and that's coming from gifts. Okay, I had a giveaway on my other channel, and I used this card to purchase that $10 gift card. And then there was Stop and Shop. I'll fill this in even though I went out of sequence. The movie Super Mario Bros. Was $29.99. Then on the 5th, I had a purchase at Stop and Shop. These planes are so disrespectful. And that is coming from household. I bought some like laundry sanitizer and some Lysol spray. So that's a household expense. And that was $15.18. Also on the 5th, there was a purchase at the MTA for riding public transportation. So that's a travel expense, and it will come from transportation. And it was $5.50. So that's that. And then we have, that's it for the 5th. So I'm going to just draw a little arrow here and add these up quickly. So we had, wait, where am I starting here? $23.62 plus $29.99 plus $10 plus $15.18 plus $5.50. So on the 5th, we spent $84.29. At least this is when they posted. So $84.29 so far. And then we have the 6th of June. And we're going to start with Chuck E. Cheese because my youngest had a birthday and he begged to go to Chuck E. Cheese and we could not take him. So at the end of the, I think it was like 2 hours that I purchased, or 3 hours, I had to buy extra cards. I had to put more time on the card so they could do this bouncy house thing, this trampoline thing, whatever it was. So I don't know how I should categorize it. I think it's just going to be miscellaneous. Yeah. So this was the birthday celebration, and we did overspend. It's just like I'm learning so many lessons right now with this. We overspent. So we spent $20, and that was the first recharge. And then I added another $20 because all of the kids had cards. I have not been to Chuck E. Cheese since my middle son turned 1, and that was more than 4 years ago. Okay, so yeah, I didn't realize that it made changes after COVID. So each kid had their own card, and I had to add $20 to each. So this looks like a duplicate, and it isn't. It's a separate charge for the same amount. And then for the date itself, for the entire, food and salad bar and 3 hours worth of playtime, tax and everything, it cost us $160.28. And I think I did name that miscellaneous too. Yep. I put $160. I put miscellaneous on my expense spreadsheet. So $160.28, darling. And then we're going to go up to, we still have more charges on the 6th. And the next one was from Lyft. So that's a travel expense. And as always, it will come from transportation. And it was for $25.91. Okay. And then on the 6th, another MTA charge for $40. This is a monthly card that my husband has to buy, in addition to the weekly one. So this is just once per month, and it's $40 coming from transportation. I think that 4 looked like a 4. And that's it, I think, for the 6th. Yeah, so that's it for the 6th. I'm probably just going to move over to the next page now because there's no way. I'm writing down here. It's getting difficult at the bottom. So on the 6th, starting with the $20 at Chuck E. Cheese, we spent, 20 plus 20 plus 160, 28. Plus 25.91 plus 40, 226. We spent $226 on the 6th. There we go. All right, so let me just flip this over. And now we're going to start with tracking from the 7th of the month. So on the 7th, the very first expense is actually a credit reward redemption. So I paid back the electricity bill from the cash rewards that I had. So that is $40.33. So the transaction is a payment. I'll just write payment, even though it's reducing the cash rewards, it's fine. And so that's minus $40.33. And I should highlight that just so that I can, keep track of what was a reduction and not just a regular charge. All right, so $40.33 covered. And I'm going to wait until the end to finalize the numbers. So 6.7 MTA, and then that was the only charge on the 7th, or the only transaction on the 7th. Then we're going to move on to the 8th. On the 8th, I got my nails done, and we're going to write, I don't want to skip a line, but I have to because it's too crowded here. So that was from Impressions. We are going to use cash rewards to also take care of this. Also, this is like my beauty or my self-care. And how did I categorize it? I'm going to categorize this as rewards redemption because I am going to take it from the cash rewards that we have available. I wrote that so sloppy. Oh my gosh. But that was $32.48 for the gel manicure. It's becoming my new favorite thing to do for myself because it's been a long while since I've done this consistently. And then again on the 8th, we had another MTA purchase for $33. That's a travel expense that's coming from transportation. Like, that might be a little boring, but now I know every week this is going to come out, so we need to plan better for it when it does. Okay, and that, oh wow, that is the last charge. Well, look at that. So this was it for the 8th. 2 charges there, and we have not had a charge post since. So the 9th and the 10th are going to be considered no spend days. So let me flip to my calendar quickly and just write that in. On the 9th was a no spend, and on the 10th was a no spend. There was a health fair in our area, and the kids went and had such a good time. They had such a good time. So we didn't spend money going out, and it was free. So we had a great time on Saturday, so there was no need to spend any money. And now I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at the actual balance so I know where we are, and hopefully it matches with what's on my statement and what's on my spreadsheet. All right, so we left last week with $12.12.77. Let me get it right. And then we charged $23.76. 62. That brought us to $12.36. And then we charged $29.99. That was $12.66.38 plus 10 equals $12.76. And then 15.18, $12.91 plus 5.50, $12.97 with 6 cents. I need to write this neater. Plus $20, $13.17 with 6 cents. Plus 20, $13.37 6 cents. Plus 160.28, $1,497.34 plus 25.91, 15.23.25 plus 40, 15.63.25. Okay, we are cooking with gas because it's matching up with what I have on my spreadsheet. The calculator is going to be out of frame for just a minute, I think, or I don't know if you'll be able to see it from this vantage point. So we had $15.63.25 minus the $40.33 that we reduced the balance by. That brought us down to $15.22.92, and then we added $32.48. That brought us to $15.55.40, and we added $33. Boom. We have an accurate number. The balance, are you ready? $1,588.40 is what we owe to ourselves on this credit card, basically, because we have to pay it. So this is how we're ending this tracking session, with a $1,588 balance. But I'm trying to see if I can track all of the expenses, and then at the end of the month, just go back and pay it off. So that's what I bought from the store on the 5th for $15.18. So all of my receipts that I do have are good to go. I don't have receipts for the transportation costs because, again, my husband uses the card for that, because we're realistically supposed to be paying that back from the budget. All right, so that's how we ended. This is how much we spent. And even with all of that, we still had, I think, 3 no-spend days within that week, from the 4th through the 10th. 1, 2, 3. So I'll count that as a win for June so far. I think, despite the large balance, we're doing okay. We could be doing better. But this is why, again, I'm getting my, fired up again, reading Total Money Makeover and continuing to mind my money. I have to track and see what's going on. I have some happy mail I want to open. So if you're done, if you just came for the expense tracking, thank you so much. I hope you don't forget to click like before you leave. Let me open up this happy mail. Okay, so this one, see that little butt there? A little pig butt? This came from Snow Gardener 307. I'm just so blessed to have encountered and met, not in person, but met people on this space here on YouTube who are just super amazing. I hope I'm not cutting anything. I need to cut this open and see what Marlene sent me. Oh, your generous heart, your genuine self. Do you guys see the font? And this is such a pretty card. I have Nija's card that she sent me. I opened this up, I think, last week. You guys send such pretty cards. Thank you. Okay. Hooray. I'm a little nervous about... Okay, it didn't fall out, but this is pretty. Look at this. They say it's your birthday. Oh, wait, it's my birthday. Enjoy the savings challenge to save when it's your birthday. Remember to keep smiling. I love that. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. There's so much to appreciate about you. There's so much to appreciate about you, too. You have no idea. You have no idea, Marlene, how much I truly do appreciate you and how you share in this space. So let me not get all crying teary-eyed. This is cute. They say it's my birthday. Oh my gosh, I have another scratch off. I will use this on my Tasha's Money and Stuff channel because that's where I'm doing all the savings challenges and cash stuffing. And I will put this $50 towards my summer and maybe summer and vacation. I'll split it between there because we're trying to save up to go to some places this summer and fall. Oh my, this is pretty. And the sentiment is so beautiful, and I thank you for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Marlene. And this one came from Miss Angel Tompkins, who's been here for a while, and I feel and I sense that she's just a very sweet person. I've never spoken to her offline, but the fact that she sent me some happy mail says a whole lot about her. Let's see what I got. There's a note. Okay. Dream big. Hi, Tasha. Thank you for being such an inspiration in my life. I'm new to the budgeting community and I've learned so much in 6 months by watching your content. Hope this happy mail brightens your day. It sure does. Peace and blessings. You have such beautiful handwriting. I am in love with this penmanship right now. And I love this. It says dream big. I think I'll cut this and use this part for something else. I love to write notes and things. This is so pretty and so thoughtful. And these are, ooh, journaling stickers. Let me show you my, well, I'm not going to show you my journal, but I'll show you what I used to journal in. Nothing fancy, you know, like my friend Brittany over at Plan Your One Life. But this is thoughts and notes. I bought this from Target. And it's Threshold brand. And I write in this. The pages, I just like simple things, but this is what the pages look like. And I've already written in maybe about a third of the way through. So I will use these in my journal. This is so nice. God, what does that say? Oh, and it's faith journaling stickers. Girl, you know me already, don't you? By watching me for 6 months. Thank you. Faith in God includes faith in God's timing. Amen to that. Seek justice, love, mercy, walk humbly. So very blessed. And where she stood strong. That's a good journaling prompt. I can't wait to use that. I have tears in my eyes, you guys. This is beautiful. Walk by faith. It is well. I love that. It is well. Oh, there's a prayer list. Girl, thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm just flipping through to show you what it looks like. And Angel, thank you so much. The way, the truth, the life. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. You know, I feel like I'm going here and there and I'm just flipping through really fast, but this is so thoughtful. And I'm excited to use this in my journal. This is the journal I'm using right now because it just helps me so much. And I'm so grateful. So that is my happy mail from Angel and Marlene. If you want to send me happy mail, if you want us to be pen pals even, yeah, my P.O. box is in the description box of this video. So you can feel free to send mail there. Thank you so much, ladies. I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed. All right, you guys, that's the end of today's video. I hope if you stuck it out to the end, let me know down below how you're doing with your tracking of your expenses. Try to take it one step at a time. You don't have to be overwhelmed, and it doesn't matter how you do it, with a blank sheet of paper and a pen or pencil, or you like to just go through your online transactions and track from there, or if you like to create a spreadsheet. No matter how you do it, just sit down, light a candle if you need to, grab a cup of coffee, your favorite drink, put on some music, and sit down and go through it. And start to ask God for a strategy. If you use your credit card for expenses like we do for some of them, then you want to start asking for ways to help you stay under your threshold and not get back into debt where you're owing somebody a large sum of money, especially now with interest rates rising. So I know it can be a very tricky subject because I showed you my Dave Ramsey book, and he is not for credit cards at all. But the concepts that he provides in his book. You eat the meat and spit out the bones. Take what is relevant to you. Take what you need to help encourage you on your journey. And if credit cards is a no-go, then credit cards is a no-go for you. There's no judgment here. Everybody is doing something different on their journey. And maybe in a couple years, we won't be using our credit cards anymore. Maybe we'll be doing something completely different. But again, I have experience and some bad experiences with paying bills from my checking account and things like that, where people have gone in and they've taken money that they shouldn't have, and things coming out before they were supposed to. So I just I'm leery about using a checking account to pay bills. So this is why I use my credit card. But everybody has to do what's best for them and what works for them. But track your expenses either way, so you can know, how much am I spending? How can I save a little more? How can I spend a little bit less? Or where can I find something that I'm spending on that I could forego for a while, so I can put that money towards a top financial goal, like emergency fund, home down payment, starting a business even. Like, there are some things that we can do where we won't necessarily need to take out loans. We can start saving so we can be ahead of the ball. So I'm sorry for my rant. Thank you again for being here. Continue to mind your money, manage it well, live your lives abundantly. Bye for now.